Welcome back to Julie's Wreath Boutique. This is a throwback to years gone by for Julie's Wreath Boutique here. This is a method that I came up with probably 4 or 5 years ago. And I thought when I was at Walmart the other day, they had the prettiest yellow burlap, and I thought we got to do this again. So here's a project to do, and you can order it all from Walmart. So click on the links, it'll say featured products, and let's get started. Okay, so we're going to use a 12-inch wreath frame and some plastic canvas that I got at Walmart. And we're going to do the usual thing we always do, guys. We're going to make a template out of the wreath frame, and we're going to cut it and attach it to the 12-inch wreath frame. This is going to create a center for our wreath that we can work into, and that makes this really convenient. Again, when I went to Walmart, they had all of these products there, and I was inspired to use them. And so I've already connected or clicked or added them to this video that you can see. And you can go and purchase this. And honestly, we're putting this out of December of 2024. So this would be a great in-between Christmas and New Year's project. I'm just saying. So one of the things that you're going to do is take zip ties and you're going to connect it to your wreath frame. You can use a bigger wreath frame or smaller, but I think the 12-inch makes a really nice, simple, and nice size wreath. Once you get that all connected, we're going to go to this yellow burlap. This is like a 6-inch burlap that you can get at Walmart. And we're going to cut off a piece of it because it has a little bit of a fold. And here is the key to cutting this. So we're going to cut it at an angle. So you're going to start it off with your burlap at an angle, and you're going to go 8 inches and then cut another angle. So this is the key here, all right? So it's 8 inches to 8 inches from each of the points, and it's about, I believe, 10 inches if you go diagonally. But this is the secret. If you want to use this type of burlap, you need to do this. Again, you're going to start it off at an angle, and then I just find that having my burlap on my cutting board here at an angle and then cutting it makes it really easy. So I pretty much will start it on the 10-inch and then cut it on the 8-inch. Now, in this tutorial, I use a full 2.5 rolls of this yellow. I felt like this yellow was really pretty, and it just really works. Now, the green is really green. It's like a dark hunter green, and I really liked it. But when I took a picture of this, it's not greening on the picture or on the thumbnail. But again, this all came from Walmart. Cut it at the angle, and you're going to cut it 8 inches in. This is the secret. This is the secret sauce, I promise. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take our 8-inch zip ties, and we're going to attach it to the second bar into the frame. Not the outside bar, but the second. If you look real close there, I'm starting at the brackets because this one has 6 brackets. We're going to go all the way around with these little loops, and it just gets it started for us. And then after we get the brackets, then we'll go in between the brackets on that second bar and make 6 more loops. You're going to use 12 pieces of the green for this, and it's going to almost be a full roll of the burlap, but not quite. So here's the key. We're going to go from the shortest point to the shortest point, and we're going to do a single petal fold. Okay, don't worry, I'm going to show you this again. This is how you get a nice petal fold with this 6-inch burlap. And I've been doing this for years. And here we go. We're going to just gather it, and I'm going to pinch it down at below and then bring it up. Now what's nice is I'm taking the finished side over the unfinished side of your petal, so you're going to have more of a finished look. At the very end of this video, I'm going to give you a little tip on how to make sure that your wreath doesn't fray too much, okay? But you got to wait till the end. So there's a little Easter egg in this video, and I want you to tell me what the Easter egg is. What changed in this video? You tell me in the comments, because I'm going to see who was the first commenter. So now that we did the second row with the leaves, we're going to go to the third row, And we're going to go in between each of these green petals, okay? You're going to do the exact same petal that we just did with the green. We're going to do it with the yellow. And you're going to put 12 petals on the third row of your wreath frame, okay? So again, take it and make those little loops if you want to. This is totally optional. You could also connect this with some pipe cleaners if you have some of those on hand as well. But this is how you do it. It's pretty simple. So let's get the other petals and we're going to add it to our already looped zip ties. I love these zip ties. So, but when I saw this yellow, it was such a pretty yellow. It wasn't necessarily a mustard yellow, but a little bit more of a sunshine yellow. And I thought that was such a pretty color. And Walmart has several different colors of this burlap, and I've made different wreaths with them. This is not a sponsored content. This is me going to Walmart and doing some Christmas shopping and finding this burlap and being like, oh, we can do this. Okay, so we've got the first row of our petals. So now what we're going to do is go in between the yellow petals, but we're going to move it up to that center ring. So it's going to go into the plastic canvas and underneath that center ring, and you're going to do the same petal. I know, guys. You can't mess this wreath up. You can do this wreath, okay? You can literally just go to Walmart, buy all the stuff, go home, make it, and I think you'll be really pleased with yourself, or you can order it here online. But that's what we're going to do. So again, we're going to do 12 petals, and we're going to go in between each of the other yellow petals. So we're going to kind of stagger all of this. Find that Walmart has some different colors, so if you don't want to do a yellow sunflower, but maybe a mauve one or even a purple one, you could do that as well. So we're going to get started on the third row. Yeah, we have 4 rows of this yellow. And now we're totally into the plastic canvas, and we are again going to stagger them in between the previous row of petals. And that's pretty much the whole pattern of this wreath. So it's pretty simple to do. But guys, did you know that I have a crafting group called Julie's Crafting Boutique? And I wanted to tell you about this because if you join of December of 2024, you get my premium apple blossom tutorial for free. It's in the group. And we have some big plans. I already have January's project up, and you can order the kit if you want, or you can use your own supplies. It's really up to you. You can kind of see the listing and figure out what you want to do. But we would love to have you. And again, if you join Julie's Crafting Boutique, you will get a free premium tutorial that's not offered to anybody else. So it is a one-time offer for this one, and I hope you will join us. But again, you're going to add about 10 to 12 more of these petals inside of this frame. At this point, I needed to cut some more of this burlap. Again, make sure you cut it straight, and then you're cutting an angle, and then that is how you're going to cut the rest of your burlap at 8 inches long. So again, this is the secret sauce. If you cut it straight, you're not going to get the same petal. I promise. This is the secret sauce. Okay, so this is going to be the last petal row. I promise. And you're going to put these on, and they're going to be a lot closer. You're going to put the zip tie in at the base of the previous row, and you're not going to be able to fit 12 in here, but you're going to do your best. You really are. You're going to get probably, I'm going to say you're going to get 10 of these petals in, and it's going to turn out beautifully. And then we're going to start making the center, and you're going to be surprised at really how easy the center was. And again, you can buy it at Walmart. So I thought that was pretty fun. Pretty nifty if you ask me, but I really like how this came out, and it's really cute when it's all done, and it kind of just Gives me the feels to go back to the early days of me here on my YouTube channel. Okay, so let's get started on the center. We're going to use this 2.5-inch burlap that we got, and we are going to put a bead of glue on the bottom, and we're going to fold over the burlap. There is no wire in this burlap, okay? So that's probably something important to tell you. So this is just a roll of burlap. I did not use quite the full roll putting this together because I was testing it because I was going to do something different, and that just didn't work out. And that's okay. It doesn't always have to work out, right? So once you get all of your burlap folded over and glued down, then we're going to start putting it together. So I always like to put like a little triangle to get it started. And then here's the key. We want to keep this pretty tight. All right. So we're going to fold it over and have that like a little triangle is what I call it. But, and then we're going to add a little bit more glue. This is where those little fingers for your hot glue, like what I'm putting on right here, is really handy to have. They'll save your fingerprints, I promise. So you're going to just start rolling it. So we're going to add a little bit more glue here, and you can't mess this up either. It's pretty simple. It's pretty straightforward. See how it's pretty tight in the middle? That's why it's really important to get that start really, really good. So just keep adding your glue. I'm using Gorilla Glue Sticks. That's the glue that I prefer. And it just makes putting it all together a lot easier, in my opinion. And it should do better in hot climates. Okay, I know everybody's not here in Michigan, but just keep rolling it. Okay, so I wanted to show you how I finished this off. We're going to roll it almost to the end, almost, but see that point? We're going to do what we did before. We're going to put a little bit of glue, and then we're going to make a little triangle. We're going to fold it over like we did the other one, and this just kind of finishes it off a little bit better for you, okay? So we're going to put that together, and then we're going to let this set up, but I think this is going to make a really cute center for a wreath. Now, let's talk about the back of our wreath. I want to cover this up, so I have some felt that I had on hand here. I believe I got this stuff out, Hobby Lobby, so that's where this particular felt came from. And we're going to have this and add this onto our wreath here in a moment. It's just a nice little finished touch to the back of your wreath. So once you get that done, we're going to go back to the center because it's dry. So we can do this now. So I'm going to just cut a piece of that plastic canvas. Remember that canvas we put on before we got started? Well, you can get that at Walmart too. And we are going to put a piece of wire, and I did this years ago, and I haven't done it for a while, but I'm just going to show you how I make a backing for a wreath center. This is just my own little way of doing it. Is it pretty? No. Does it do the job? Absolutely. So that's all that is important here. So we're going to just cut a few more pieces of that felt, and it's just going to add some more glue and catch all that glue. Some people will let the glue dry. I just like to cover it with felt. It's just a personal preference. It's not right or wrong. If you just want to let the glue dry, go for it. It's really up to you. So then we're going to take our center that we made, and we're going to put it down in the middle of our wreath frame. And I just love it because this all came from rolls of burlap that I just found at Walmart the other day. We're going to twist the back of it, and Walmart's a great place to get some wire like this. And then we're going to put the back of that piece of felt. And I'm going to show you, it's not a very good circle. I didn't do that great of a job. But we're going to poke some holes in it. We are going to take some of the 4-inch zip ties that I have on hand, and we're going to connect this to the back of the frame. And then our wreath can pretty much be hung up by any point of the wire wreath frame. But if you like this video, would you please leave me a sunflower in the comments? And I'm interested to see who found the little Easter egg in this video. What changed? What happened in this video? so you can tell me down below. Then we're going to clip off those zip ties and we're going to flip them back. And then this is just me going through and just very gently, don't be yanking these out, but we're just going to fluff up our wreath. Now, here's the little tip I told you about. If you have some Mod Podge and you're worried about some of this fraying, just open up that bottle of Mod Podge. You can get this at Walmart as well. Just paint on a little bit of Mod Podge anywhere you have a cut or you feel like, you know, the wind might get this. I want this to be a little bit more protected. Here's the thing, Mod Podge will dry clear, and this is the matte color, so it's not going to be shiny, but it will be perfect. Another thing that you could do is get the Rust-Oleum Clear acrylic UV protectant spray. It's in the spray paint aisle. It's pretty much a simple thing to do, but that will protect your wreath as well. If you loved tonight's video, I loved making it for you, and I liked the fact that I found everything at my local Walmart, so that was fun too. So again, we are here every Sunday night at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and I hope you will be back. We'll see you later. Bye-bye.